Family. Happy Sabbath! Feel like I'm all on my own in here. Um, I'm here to, of course, update you on the food pantry and all that's gone on. It's been more than the 3 months, so I have quite a lot to talk about, but ultimately I want to talk about the blessings that we all have and that we can certainly all share. And so I'll just start. On the side. Oh, there. Might help. Yes, it's just. I thought I did that. Okay. Can see the pointer? Yep. Okay. So it's been that long. Bubsy's been. Father's Day's been. And we certainly had some delicious pizzas and garlic bread and fruit platters, and we had actually so many community people stay to talk. Maybe they weren't so interested in what the car represented, but they also wanted to know about history. So it was a good avenue to openly discuss what we all wish to do and evangelise. And so, yeah, we thanked Bubsy for coming and giving that avenue, especially for our older gentlemen that come to Food Pantry. They really enjoyed it. I didn't actually get any snippets of photos of them, but Karen even did us a little demonstration on some healthy balls, and so there was plenty of food, and everyone was just, the smell that oozed out into the back undercover area, just, they couldn't help but stay. They had to try it, so that was certainly a big blessing. And then I've decided to try a hand at Big Camp, at fundraising, also for Food Pantry, and it was so, humbling and definitely a great time had by many of us, even though it was hot. It only went for 3 hours, the fun day at Big Camp, but it gave us an opportunity to, sell and fundraise, and God definitely blessed us. We were at the end of the stalls that went round, and so everyone else had, I guess, spent their money at all the others, but we certainly still made over $4,000. So, yeah, that was, of course, thanks to also Michael Masters and his beautiful shirts that he sold for us. So that made a big contribution, and of course the juices. There was a lot of soft drinks and things that were there on the day, and we were the only stall that had juice and an alternative. So people were, yes, I think even Villard's sister came back for a fifth glass. She enjoyed it so much. So, and of course the children make it all worthwhile. So I just wanted to run by, we do get assistance from others other than our community, who just randomly rocks up with a box of packets of Doritos or something like that. But we also have ADRA giving us wheat bix supply now, and also frozen corn. I didn't actually take a picture of that. My car was so full. So the blessings are bountiful, as you can see in my back of my car, and it's kind of gone further than that. I've become a random person, but certainly what's the word? A frequent flyer at Ewan's. And so we've made friends with, we even Joy knows Jess up the top there, and so they kindly save some of the reduced stuff for us. And when I get there, then I can fill up my trolley load and take it to the car. And also who works at Ewan's is Yana, down the bottom there with his wife. His whole family's taken on board. When the big boss is not there, he sometimes even just puts his card in and pays for the whole entire lot. So yes, huge blessings that we're having at Ewan's. We also have, I just haven't taken any photos, a connection with a Marsden produce store there near Coles. And because I go around there and buy the potatoes every week, he'll give me a discount for that, and the carrots. And so, yeah, the quantities, and he knows what's it for, and we tag him in on Facebook so they get to see what's happening with it. So they think it's awesome. Anyway, so yes, and then we've also got people who are just, even when we go to clean with Mum, some of the houses, they save the bottles and the cans and everything. So we've certainly got the funds coming in on all avenues. Poor Mum's car ends up just as bad as mine, along with the vacuum cleaner and everything else that we've got to fight with every time we go to another house. But yeah, no, the blessings are huge. I just want to talk about when you are blessing someone, generally I feel like I'm the one being blessed, not them. We've got lots of children that think we're just, better than going to school in some words. And then we've even made friends with a lady who's had children, and no one else recognises her, and certainly her son. And so she, on his second birthday, came with a cake, and of course they're not as bad as the situation they were in before. So she wanted to share his birthday, his day, with us. So she brought cake and shared it with everyone. So it was a really momentous, and it's funny, the whole, year was our second year last year of being open. And so we also got to have more cake, which of course gets more people to stay around and talk to us, of course. And it's those conversations that we have, that the Holy Spirit, I suppose, imparts in conversations. And certainly when it comes to the children, there's no ends to the means, as you can see. Lily is our biggest, she's got the biggest ministry, I think, with all the children. They look for her and certainly play, and Lily helps hugely, as you can see. She's got an 8-kilo bag of dog food there, so she does her part too. And certainly all the blessings, even our trolley that Georgina and Peter donated, it's used several times. I've actually had to tighten the bolts on it, I don't know how many times. And it's and of course, the children that come to Food Pantry. I don't actually have a photo of Prisha to share. She probably would have actually given me one. But she has said that she loves coming and she loves us. And she even shared a sticker with me. And at Christmas, she said, "Oh, I'm too embarrassed. I don't think you'll wear it." Of course, I'll wear it for her. She's made it purposely because she thinks includes us as part of her family. And so she looks forward to a Tuesday to share and talk about what's going on at school, talk about the excitement of going to friends' homes. Of course, they don't have a lot to, I suppose, look forward to, except for our welcoming arms and fun and laughter that they have with the children. So she is Muslim, and so it's interesting to see that a lot of families are now relaxed and feel that their kids are safe to just run around with our kids. When they first started coming, it was a bit like stay here. But now, as soon as they get out the car, they're off. And if Lucy or Lily or someone's not there, my poor William has 8 girls running after him. So ranging from 3 to 10. So our children are the biggest evangelists in actually all our ministry. So we can't do it without them. And then I certainly want to talk about the blessings. We sometimes have hardly any food, and I think, oh no, and I'm very unfaithful because I stress about, there's been once where I missed an opportunity to get more because I saw another family in need and I let them take 6 boxes, and we were short that week, but God allowed us to feed the 5,000, of course. That was a week we had 76, I think, and So I'm learning to let it go, and whatever I can get, that's all I can get. And so even when we weren't getting the fruit, we still was getting fruit. Lord opened a way to get cheaper fruit for us. And so as you can see, the blessings on the table, which is what I talk about to the community before I pray with them about thanking God for it. So as you can see, even when we're in our trolley loads, at the shops, the conversations, it's not just here. It's everywhere we go. My mum's included in that. When she goes to Ewan's, they know that she's my mum, and they're like, oh, I've got boxes for you, even though it's Friday. I've got boxes for you, and, so they see us as love and kindness, and I even have them as friends on Facebook, and certainly even our older folk that come to help us on the day, they cook magnificent foods and package, and sometimes even our herbs and things comes from a gentleman who's Seventh-day Adventist but doesn't come to this church, and so and his wife cooks, and so there's always something to share each week that's not the same. So I guess my photos do on Facebook change every week, and I think that's what people look for when they are following the page. And yeah, we certainly couldn't do it without you guys. And even Linda's mum, she comes and helps us too. And so age is no limit, is what I want to say to everyone. The possibilities are endless when you're working and for the Lord. And yeah. So the blessings, sorry, I couldn't fit it onto the other slide. We also, when we randomly go shopping and they see us at Christmas time, we get handed money, and this gentleman asked my daughter what she had the pile of in her trolley for, and she explained it, and he said, oh, are you giving out toys? And she was standing in front of those toys actually at Aldi's, and he said, I'll be back in a minute. And she didn't realise what he was doing, and then he came back with the receipt, and he said, the ladies at the front know? And I said, yes, the ladies at the front know us. So we generally only have to put out one item at the, we don't put through 60 tins of baked beans and things like that. We just put one out and say the quantity, and they scan. We're quite quick going through actually, and of course the blessings, just as you can see in the bottom right hand corner, the car park's full. We had people out on the road parking on that day, and we had, I think that was trying to remember what it was, 82 people, families, 82 cars in the car park. That wasn't ours. And as you can see, we get NDIS workers come. Joyce is standing there with the lady in purple, and she's actually had a background in Seventh-day Adventists, so she's actually been taking all our Steps to Christ, Desire of Ages, Mount of Blessings, she's reading them all, and what started it was the last day events. And so you never know. You never know who you're talking to. You never know their background. And if you treat them all the same, and she loves coming. She actually asks us to be on a Tuesday to look after this lady just so she can come. Anyway, I also want to say that my family's taken on chickens. Oliver wanted chickens and finally caved in, my husband. And we are getting, no joke, we have 13, one's a rooster, so 12, and some days we're getting 13 eggs. I keep saying Joe Black's not a rooster. Where did that extra egg come from? But yeah, so we're able to supplement. We've got people buying eggs for us from the community. I haven't got Bobo up there yet. But even the shenanigans that go on, it makes it a warm and welcome place. Everyone wants to come. Everyone wants to be a part of it, whether they're young or old, and so they all enjoy it. And yeah, we've also got a lady who's never been, but she messages the church. Joanne is her name. I do ask for prayers because she has two simple children. One is only 12, I think, and the other one is, of course, in her 20s. And so her hands are full, and I do believe she is fighting a lot in her own mind, mental health. But she's actually cried out and asked for Bible studies for baptism from watching us all online or from Food Pantry. And we do get a little, what's the word, upset because she's constantly messaging us. So I do think her friend circle is very limited because she is at home. Poor Algie, she's the one who answers most of it. And I try and work in with it. Like yesterday, I did a mad dash to give her some food because she's got homeless people. So she's trying to share the blessings as well. Then we went, I thought, well, try every avenue. What's the best place to fundraise? So we tried Park Ridge. Well, it didn't stop raining until nearly 10 o'clock. And there was like 20 stalls down, wasn't it? That decided, they sat in their cars watching us all undercover, decide whether they were going to actually set up. So it did feel like a bit of a loss the day, but we still managed to make over $1,100. So I still had lots of pizza bases left over. So yes, the blessings that, in just being together and sharing, we even had Linus Power come to the stall, and so hopefully he's gone and looked. He's probably forgotten. Poor Oliver had got an award 2 weeks before that and actually had shaken hands at Parliament with him and all that, and of course he doesn't remember Oliver, but once he said about why, he was like, oh, and so this is your family and your church that does this? Yes, I've never heard of you guys. I'll have to, so yeah, pray for Linus Power. We had high hopes for Bert, but Bert's no longer in Parliament, but he was going to look at giving us some fuel vouchers and things so we could deliver. But that didn't happen, so it wasn't God's plan. And then there's Christmas breakfast. As you know, many of you actually did come for the day or the morning, and the setup was, well, actually one lady said, this is awe-inspiring. Can you come and decorate my house? And I said, well, I don't know about the decorations, but we're just trying to make it a loving space and to make you feel special. A lot of people don't have families, and we even had the Muslim ladies sitting, don't have a pointer. If you look at where I'm standing talking on the left-hand side, the back row. So, yeah, in front of the library. Thanks, Cole. Yeah, in front of the library they were sitting. They actually, that's the first time they've come to outside of Food Pantry, of course. But the lady said, we feel safe here. And I don't know whether husbands know that they were there, but that's okay. We pray for them, because we do actually have little snippets of conversations spoken about baptisms and things with them. And of course, a great hit was the dried flowers. Normally, we get a collective together, and especially Yelena, she normally helps us on that day. But where the gorgeous sunflowers came from, lady put up about dried flowers, and I was like, oh, yes, I can do that. We'll try that in baubles, and they were a great hit. The ladies all took them home, along with the blessings of honey that Claude and Algie also donated. And so, as you can see, there was 51 community people on the list to come, but I noticed we had a couple of messages that they weren't coming. That was only 4 or 5, but there was people that came that never messaged. So I still would like to say 51 came. And of course, the biggest lot of family that came was at the bottom right-hand side there. They're from Fiji. And the gentleman in the white Jordan shirt, which actually I believe we put out at Food Pantry, but they came, they're visiting, and they mentioned, as soon as they came in, they were first. They were actually first ones to rock up. They said, is your pastor going to preach? And I was like, ooh, okay. I said, I didn't want to scare him off. I said, yeah, he's going to have a talk. And yeah, we asked Pastor Reiko to just talk about the blessings of Jesus' birth, and which he did. And people listened, and he was very excited to hear about it. And then I find out later that his grandmother back in Fiji had, of course, taken him in, and he'd been going to church and the school over there, Fulton College. So, yes, he did know about us, and he was very excited, which, of course, then opened the gateway for his actual sister-in-law on the left-hand side of that. So, obviously, the sister's the one that's hugging me, and that's her husband on the other side of LG. But, yeah, it was a great... It's funny who you meet, who I don't know whether that was one of the decisions why they were coming or not, but it was certainly good to have them there and to see that they enjoyed it. And as you can see, lots of smiling faces. It went quick, those 2 hours, and when it goes quick, it must be good then. We all went home with full bellies and certainly full hearts. So thank you everyone who did come. It would not have happened with the many, many hands, which will be in the next slide. We had Nikki doing crafts with the kids, and we had the men all out. We were trying not to cook too much because we weren't certain on how much was actually going to rock up and eat. But we had live music. We had the Meno family and the Kims and Evie and so many of us blessing us with the joyous music of carols and hymns. So as you can all see, even our pastor got in on it and cooked a bit, obviously until it got too hot and everyone wanted to talk to him. And is that one? No, next one. So that's all our cooking hands. And then the ones that were on the front were certainly a huge blessing. They all thought it was marvellous that there were, warm smiles that welcomed them when they were being given food at breakfast time. And so, yeah, we certainly couldn't have done it. Even Jake Gretsch, he made us a pistachio cake. It was delicious. So the blessings were far and wide. Even little Bub's still having a sleep. We seem to have that every year. Someone has a baby, and there's always someone rocking a baby to sleep, so that's Sol. And yeah, well, as you can see, we're all contemplating after it went so quick. But yes, the joys of the actual day, as you can see, us all together sharing Jesus. It was great to freely talk about him without someone going at you. And as you can see, the gifts that were given out, the kids enjoyed, and smiles were all shared. And even Lily, she was done. At 11:30, she was done. We all felt like that after, serving, as you can see. I can't encourage you enough. It's not just one day of the year that we do it, or, on a certain Tuesday. It's something that we need to do every day. So I want to encourage you all to be the light. As Matthew 5:16 says, let your light shine so before men that they may see your works and glorify your Father in heaven. And we're seeing that at Food Pantry, and I want to encourage you all to do the same, because while they're through the proof of this ministry, they glorify God for the obedience of your confession to the gospel of Christ, and for your liberal sharing with them and all men, and by their prayer for you, who long for you because of the exceeding grace of God in you. Thanks be to God for his indescribable gift. So please carry through this year with that, knowing that he's coming soon and we all need to be partakers of it. And I welcome anyone to Food Pantry, young, old. We even have a young lady, Bobo, who doesn't seem to have many family in Australia, and she's coming with gifts to share, eggs and things, and she's happy to be in everything that we do. She even helped us on Christmas Day. So I just realised I didn't actually have a photo of her up there. But the blessings are huge and far and wide, and we'll never know until we get to heaven. So I look forward to that day, and so I ask you all to partake in today in the gift. So thank you.